we started off with passing, hitting the head and arm choke from a passing perspective. Then we looked at it from the front headlock position, a more wrestling perspective. Now we're going to look at it from guard. So we'll start off just with butterfly. So Carl's on his knees. I'm in a seated guard with my feet on the inside. Again, you know, if you're looking for probably butterfly guard, you're possibly looking to come inside and win an underhook. And then I can start sweeping Carl. So you can do the sweeps and stuff, but anyone that plays this position, getting the underhook is difficult, especially when Carl's T-Rexing his hands. If he keeps his elbows connected to his body, it's very hard for me to get inside. So probably from this kind of position, I'm going to be hand fighting. I'm going to be trying to control Carl's wrist. He's going to be trying to control mine. It just becomes a constant battle. And then I'm going to switch to a single necktie. I want to snap Carl's head down to basically get his head underneath my left armpit. But obviously from here, the minute I go to snap, Carl's just braced his posture. So what we want to do is, we're going to take, Bradley Hill calls this a Butterfoot. We're going to take my left foot out and actually put it in Carl's hip. Now I'm going to keep wrist control, and I'm going to pull on Carl's head and push on his hip, which kind of breaks his posture a little bit. Carl should feel threatened by this, and I'm going to let go of his wrist, because now I want him stuffing that. That's the reaction I want. The second he stuffs that, I'm just snapping his head down and putting it underneath my left armpit, going straight into my guillotine grip. Now obviously from here, we have got the guillotine, but Carl, a counter he can do is he can throw his arm over my shoulder. So now when I fall back onto my side to finish, Carl's already starting to put pressure on me. And that sucks. Okay, so we're going to go for, if you were here last Tuesday, we showed you the high elbow guillotine. That should take care of it. So from our position, from our butterfly guard position, I'll be hand fighting, trying to, try to win underhooks and stuff. I'm going to butt scoop in and get a single necktie. Notice the way I have a single necktie and a wrist control. And now from there, more than likely, if I try to snap Carl's head down, he's staying postured with a straight back. So from there, this Butterfoot, my foot is going in his hip. I'm going to pull on his neck and push on his hip to get the reaction of him pushing this down. Now sometimes what will happen is, it'll be a hand fight. I'll be holding on to that. The minute he pushes, if he's not pushing on this foot, I'm constantly snapping his head down. Does that make sense? So, when the minute his hand goes and pushes, I immediately snap his head and put it straight under my armpit. Also, if Carl wasn't, if I was snapping his head down, Carl's right hand is the defensive hand for this guillotine. So it would be his right arm, the minute I snap it, would be grabbing my wrist. So it would be very difficult for me to get into the guillotine. So we want to be keeping this busy. Now this hand is busy, I just snap it down and get his head right under my armpit. Notice the way I'm really coming forward. I want the back of his neck covered. Immediately from here, I'm aware of the Von Flew. So as I fall laterally, there's my grip. Just bring my forearm over his shoulder. Again, when we were playing this from the front headlock position, I would have had my foot in the far hip, and we would have been in this position here. In half guard, it doesn't really matter. My leg would just be between his legs, if that makes sense. So from our position, we'll be hand fighting. I'm going to butt scoop in, get the single necktie, and get some kind of wrist control on Carl. The minute I go to put pressure with the snap down, Carl's posturing. So I just get this Butterfoot and put it in his hip and start pushing. The minute he stuffs that, I just snap it and get my armpit over the back of his head. I make my grip. Notice the way my left foot is just staying in half guard. As I fall to my right, that's when I'm coming high with the elbow. And then my leg comes over. Okay. And it's just super, super tight. Sorry. So from our position, more than likely you'll be at this range, so I'm going to foot scoop in a little bit. If Carl comes up to a knee, I'll possibly look to get into some kind of scissor sweep position. Anytime he puts a foot up, the game changes. Does that make sense? So in other words, if we're here and he goes 1 foot up, you know, possibly I would want like 2-on-1 control, and then I can start to launch Carl with, see the way now he's, go back to combat base again. That's already giving me the underhook again. So we want to be active inside the guard. You're looking for underhooks. If you can't get underhooks, you're looking for snap downs and then the guillotines and stuff. But really his reaction dictates what you've got. So just turn this angle there. So from here, we'll butt scoop in. I'll make that single necktie. Grab the wrist. Carl a posture. The minute, I mean, if he knows nothing, I can just snap his head, that's fine. But he'll posture, so my foot's coming on his hip. And I push and pull to get that reaction. That's what I want. See the way I'm feeding that till here. Get my grips, just fall laterally, and my legs coming over the back, and the forearm grips there. What stops that? If you were here last Tuesday, you'll have no problems with this.